half thinking about changing the awning. You might have seen some posts and stuff on social media and in our vlogs that I've mentioned it. There's a lot of condensation problems. Just a quick update on the awning with the water ingress, shall we say. So last night, we're thinking condensation, right? So and people talk about ventilation. So what I did last night, I left, probably won't be able to see there, but I've left the door open but the mesh closed. So I tried to ventilate it as much as I can, obviously. I've got little vents up in the corner. Which I've left open previously, and that makes no difference at all. So right, leaving that door open last night. So when I've come down today, this morning, this is not all wet. Not wet. I had some drips through here, as you can see, but a lot better by the looks of it. Now, one thing to be careful of. So I stood up here this morning to see if it was, with my excitement, to see if the awning was dry in my pants. And of course, the height of there, I looked out there and there's a lot of people over there. So be careful of that. Not the best thing I've ever, not my finest hour. Yeah, so windows are dry, and they were absolutely, if you see there, see how much water was on there, that the equivalent was on the inside as well. Well, it's not. However, it's not the best idea, really, got to leave all your doors open at night. Maybe it's just the time of year, it's like September, and it is very damp being the UK. That was it really, just a short update on them. So we wanted to look at a Isabella air awning. They do a couple of air awnings now. And we went to Devon Outdoors or something like that, because they had an Isabella, well, they're an Isabella dealer, and they had one on show. So we drove down there about half hour to Barnstable, and when I spoke to the guy, asked him where it was, he said it blew down in the storms. not a great advert for Isabella, maybe, but he mentioned that because of the way they had it, they couldn't tie it down properly or peg it down properly. It just blew. It ripped the air, one of the air bladders. So there's a place called Stowford Farm or Stowford Farm Meadows, which is quite near us. It's actually, it looks like a campsite, but it looks like they've got an accessory shop or something in there. So I'm just going to have a look now. Just one thing there, you see, the joy of this channel not being sponsored by anybody and not likely to be sponsored by anybody is I can actually say exactly what I want about products. So, you know, I can talk to you frankly about our camper awning. I can also tell you frankly about Isabella awnings. Like, you know, I can actually say that I went to Devon Outdoors and the guy said that the Isabella awning didn't last the storm. Now, would that put me off buying one? Probably not. But, you know, it does show you that a lot of other vlogs you watch on products, well, me personally, I watch a lot of other vlogs and everyone says good things about just about everything. And I go and buy them and I don't think they're as good as this person's told me. So, which doesn't make me a very happy camper, to say the least. So anyway, when I get to this shop, see, here's a problem with Devon and Cornwall. Now, I'm just driving down a rather bendy road. This shop is 3 miles away from where the campsite is that I'm staying at, but it's going to take me 15 minutes. When does 3 miles ever take 15 minutes unless you're on the M25 stuck in traffic? Jesus, someone needs to have a word with these Devon guys and straighten out some of these hills and some of these bends. Honestly, state of the weather. So just been to that Stowford Farm Meadow or Stoves. It's quite a big site actually. Several fields, a little accessory shop. Didn't have the awning I was after, however I did get a new caravan step. When I bought a caravan step last year, I bought the wrong one. I meant to buy the giant plastic one, Malenko. Well, I just got thinking it was cheap, I got the smaller one by mistake. So I've just got the big one because it's just a bit wider and a bit higher. Just better. However, I might have a look at this Stowford Market Farm. Stowford, Stowford Meadow Farm, or Stowford Farm Meadow anyway, just outside Combe Martin. Looks like a big site, could be good. The quest to look at the awning goes on. Sun's made a brief appearance. There are some alpacas in this field. They like to stay away from humans though. There's a llama looking at us as if we're a couple of lunatics. Trying to entice him with some grass, but then he's sitting in a field of grass, so I don't think he's really interested in moving. He keeps pricking his ears up. Oh. Absolutely not in the slightest bit interested.
It's alright. It's Caravan Vlog.
This is quality caravan vlogging.